They talk about aura. I don't talk about no aura.
Hey guys, how you doing? It is your girl Abia Grant. Welcome to a video. I know it has been forever and a day since I have posted here on this channel, on my fitness channel. Guys, I just really needed to take a break. I needed to take a break. If you don't already follow my book channel, um, this, last week, Tuesday, was my 43-year-old birthday, or 30, 43. I turned 43 years old, okay? I was celebrating that over the past couple of days, past week, past month. Yeah, I just been really like, I don't know, like just being joyous and happy that I am turning a year older and I'm able to just be, I want to say free, just be in a better mental space. I don't know. It's just, I was really focused on that. And I wasn't focused here much on, this channel. And I was like, you know what? I just want to take a little bit of a break and everything. You guys know that I have been documenting my, I want to say, overall wellness journey. I've been documenting my mental health. I have been documenting, my physical health. And it's been going pretty well, documenting that for you guys. And I've been just sharing with you, like, kind of like the ins and outs, especially I'm an older woman. And I think that I'm also Black. And I think that a lot of times we, as far as Black women, as far as, I don't want to say older women, but just Black women, a lot of times we don't like to share what's going on with us. And I wanted to create a space here on the channel so I could be able to showcase that. If you guys have been to or watch my channel, you know that I have documented a lot of things on my channel. I have documented from relationships to my fitness journey, keto, weightlifting, quitting my job. It's been a whole lot, of things that I have put here on this channel. And it's always meant so much to me because I feel like, I'm being truthful to myself and I'm showing other people that, life is not always, hunky dory. And sometimes we go through struggles, or sometimes we go through the positive things as far as like my weight loss and trying to get, not even necessary weight loss, but just trying to get healthy overall. So with that being said, I've been gone. I've been gone for a minute, but we are back. We are ready to restart our wellness journey. But before I start, any type of wellness journey, I always like to go back and recap the prior, wellness, I guess you could say, journey. I don't want to keep saying journey, but yeah. And I was doing a 75-day challenge. That was the last challenge that I had did. I ended that about June, I want to say 21st, I want to say. To be honest with you guys, I probably ended that journey a little bit earlier than that. And we're gonna get into it in a minute. But overall, I just want to say that I feel good. I feel happy. I'm blessed, and I'm just grateful for the space that I am in. Now. So, you guys know I had taken notes down because I was just like that. It's important for me to stay on track because your girl gets to talking, and there will be no ending to my talking. So I just want to go ahead and recap, the last time I had did any type of check-in or anything like that, as far as like measurements, weight, and so forth, I believe was back in March. Just give you a little research on what those numbers were. Just scrolling down. So I'm going to give you the measurements and everything like that. We're going to start there. My bust in the chest was 29. My waist was 24. My hips were 34. My thighs, My left thigh was 20 inches, my right thigh was 20.5, and my weight was 185.6. The goal after that was to continue to do better, continue to, you know, see results and make the necessary changes to my body, physically and workouts and so forth. However, like I said before, the journey became very lax. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I continued to work out. I was working out maybe about 4 to 5 days a week. I continued to meal prep, ingredient prep. However, there were some differences when I had taken my measurements just recently. I took my measurements on June 25th, okay? So now I'm gonna give you the numbers. My bust currently right now 36. My waist is a 30. My hips is 44. My thighs, left thigh is 24.5, and my right thigh is 25. Okay. So you guys may be wondering what happened. Pretty much, like I said, I got very relaxed in regards into the challenge. I wasn't eating crazy or anything like that, but every now and then I would have like, some chips or some cookies or, it wasn't like every day or anything. Maybe like once every 2 weeks. And you guys already know I am very real on this channel. I don't feel like we should be giving up everything. I think that we should be able to have the sweets. We should be able to have if we want French fries or whatever the case may be, we should be able to have those things. However, within moderation, okay? If you're gonna make, fried chicken, make sure you have air fried chicken. You're gonna make French fries, make sure you cook it in the air fryer. Don't cook it in, a whole bunch of oil. Like these are just all the things that we as people who are on a fitness wellness journey just, try to lean towards. But I would say that some of the things that changed with me is I started reducing my exercising. Before, I was working out 6 days a week, and I reduced it down to about 4 to sometimes 5 days a week. So I became, well, pretty much it was 5 days a week. I became very lax in regards into that. And like I said, I became a little bit lax in regards to my food. Now, one of the things I also feel like was uh, added thing was I was eating more. I have been eating more. If you guys notice my last journey, I was like, okay, I'll have breakfast, I'll have a snack, I'll have lunch, I'll have a snack, and then that was it. I didn't eat anything between the hours of about, I want to say 5 o'clock all the way up into the next day, which would have been about 9 o'clock. 8:30, 9 o'clock when I get to work and I eat breakfast. However, I started eating dinner at night. So that was additional just food that I am putting in my body. So I feel like that was a factor on why I am seeing the increase as far as inches and so forth. Now, I'm not sure if I gave you guys my weight. My weight was 185.6. My weight now is 188.8. So give or take about 3 or so pounds, 3.2 pounds, I have gained between March and June, which is not bad. However, we all know the inches do make a difference. As far as like in my clothing, I have noticed that my bras are like, how can I say this? Like my chest is puckering like a little bit more out of my bra than initially. I noticed that a little bit more back fat, I want to say, as well too, where I feel like before I was slimming down more with, the back fat. So, I was just like, okay, this happened. We know we have the information. I'm not going to beat myself up about it because, as we all know, this journey is a journey. You learn. You do a situation, it doesn't work out, and then you're like, okay, what do I need to do in order to make it better? Or if I am doing it accurately, then this is the what I need to continue to do, or maybe I need to make some type of modification so that when I get stagnant, then I can just progress to the, do something else that is going to push you over that stagnation. So, like I said, we're not mad. I'm not mad at myself. I'm not regretting anything. Because this is just, it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, now that I know and have this information, what am I going to do different on this next lifestyle? I'm not going to do any type of challenge or anything like that here on the channel. I'm over the challenges, to be honest with you. I'm tired of counting, 70 days or 30 days or whatever. This is a wellness journey. So as we know, this is a continuation of life as we are living life and what we need to implement throughout life. Doesn't mean that some days we're gonna fall short. Doesn't mean some days we're not going to eat something we're not supposed to eat. It doesn't mean some days our mind is going to, be in a sour place or anything like that. Every day is just a work in progress. But specifically with my fitness journey, one of the things I am going to be doing is I'm going to be changing my workout routine. I'm going back to 6 days a week. So I'm going to be working out between Sunday and Friday. Now, I want to be careful when I say that because the thing is that I am not doing like hour and a half workouts, guys. My workouts are about 20 to 25 minutes of a workout, and then I normally do cardio afterwards, okay? However, one of the things that I am also going to be implementing is I'm going to be focusing on one body part a day. So instead of doing like full body workouts, which full body workouts is nothing wrong with that. It's great to do full body workouts. However, I know that for me, I don't see the results that I want to see. And I'm just like, I need to really focus on the problematic areas or the areas, not even, I don't want to say problematic, the areas that I want to improve on. So, how my routine is, I haven't written it down, but I have it off the top of my head. Is Sundays, that's one of the other things that I am doing. I'm going to the gym now on Sundays and Wednesdays. So, Sunday and Wednesday is back day. Um, Monday is leg day. Tuesday is arm day. So arms meaning biceps, triceps. Um, Wednesday, like I said, is back day. Thursday is leg day. Friday is arms and stomach or core. Okay. Obviously, we are working out our core with any of the workouts that we do, whether we are working out our legs or our arms or our back or whatever the case may be. We're always are, core is being implemented. And I feel like hopefully once I do that, then we're going to start to see some adjustments and changes to, the inches and so forth. And if we don't, then we just make the necessary next modifications that we need to make. Now, let's talk about my eating routine. I am going to be stopping the eating. I'm going to eat at night. However, I am not going to be ingredient prepping. Because a lot of times the foods that I was making at night was steak, which is very heavy, okay, on the body. And I just don't want to have that. I'm going to bed being full and having my body trying to basically, disperse that or what have you, break that down. You guys know normally I eat everything. I'll eat beef, chicken, fish. Doesn't make a difference. However, I feel like it's a difference when I'm eating at normally I eat lunch about 2. Okay, so when my body when I'm eating at 2, my body is working from 2 to about 8:30, 9 o'clock, which is the time that I go to bed to break down the food that I've eaten for lunch. Okay, and I space out my meals. Like I eat breakfast at 9, about 8:39, and then I don't eat lunch till 2. In between that, I normally have a snack, maybe about I want to say 11, 12. Normally, it's my hummus and my rice cakes, which I absolutely love. And then after I go outside or whatever, because I'm normally doing reading at lunch. I will come back, I will eat lunch, and then right before I leave for the day, that is when I have my snacks. Okay, so that's my normal, just regular eating. But then when I'm getting home, I'm eating again. And sometimes, most of the times, I want to say a good 75% of the time, I'm not hungry. I'm not. So I'm eating because the food is there. I'm not eating because I'm actually hungry. So what I am going to be doing is that I am going to try to have something light in the evenings. Just here, maybe I'll make like a little salad or like a granola bowl just to put something in my system if I am feeling a little bit nippish. However, I don't want to eat heavy in the evening because I'm seeing, you know, obviously I'm seeing changes. I'm seeing that one, I'm not hungry, and two, my body is having to try to, do what it needs to do for the hours that I'm normally sleeping. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't want to have our body working so hard like that. So now the next thing I want to talk about is whether I'm going to track my meals. And for me, this is for me, I can't speak for anybody else. For me, I will not be tracking my meals. I feel like I'm at a good place of knowing and listening to my body and understanding what it needs. I've been, like they say, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. I have been doing this for a while. And I know where my body's peak is at. You understand what I'm saying? And obviously, yeah, I've tried different things because I just wanted to test it. I just wanted to see. But I feel like I've tried enough things to know what my body needs. And for me, I have no desire to track my meals. Okay, that's just my personal thoughts. If you choose to track your meals, that's great. I've done it before. I feel like it's very good for like beginner and you trying to learn, know exactly what you're putting into your body, how much you need, and so forth. I feel like it's a great tool. However, it does get to a point for me, I feel like where you become so focused on that number, and I don't want to be focused on that number. I want to be focused on my mental and how I physically feel if I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Listen to my body. That is what I want to do. Okay. So that is pretty much it. That kind of just summarizes everything from March up until now. And I plan on documenting it here for you guys. Now, the videos, as you guys have been seeing, my videos have been maybe 20 to 25 minutes. Probably am going to be taking out the food shopping hauls because I feel like I kind of like, drag that and I was getting bored editing the clips. However, I will continue to show you guys the workouts. I will continue to show you guys the meal prepping. Like this week, I'm excited. I'm going to be doing this new thing that I'm trying to make things at home. Okay, you guys know that I break out. Sugar is not my friend. I break out for everything. So it's something that I'm trying to do that and introduce to my eating that is going to be homemade that I'm going to do this week for you guys. I'm going to record that for you guys as well too. And then we're probably going to just do like a sit down, like just maybe a 5 minute just weekly sit down on where I'm at mentally. Obviously, guys, if you want to share your journey, if you have questions, if you want, whatever, you can we every week or maybe for the last video you could post those questions or we could talk about that during the 5 minutes and I could give my advice. I could only give what I've been through. I am not a dietitian. I am not any of those things. I am not a therapist. I am not none of those things. I could only share what I have learned for my journey. And like I said, I choose to share that with you guys because I feel like I've been through it. And maybe what I'm going through could be helpful for you guys, okay? That is pretty much it. I'm trying to think to see if there's anything else. And guys, I apologize if I'm not looking at the camera. You know me. I'm thinking, and I'm, looking down and making sure I cover all the points and so forth. But I hope you guys stick with me through this journey. Thank you for the people who have recently, started following my channel. I truly appreciate the support. I hope that you guys have been enjoying the content. I think also it would be relevant if you guys watch some of the older content when I was keto and things that I learned about, keto and why I got into weightlifting. And I've documented a lot. I realize that I've documented a lot here on this channel. And I think that all those points could possibly help with, why I'm here at this point. You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, thank you for, subscribing and watching the videos and showing me support. It's a blessing. So, I hope that you guys continue to watch. And something you learn from me. And like I said, if there's anything you want to share with me, I'm open to learning as well too. All right, guys. So that is the end of this video. Like I said, I apologize for being gone so long, but we are back, and let's get to it. All right, guys. Stay blessed out there in the streets. Make sure you treat others kindly. God willing, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
But I know what good vibes feel like. Good vibes is peace. Good vibes is truth. Good vibes is walking with the Most High. God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. That's real good vibes.